One Punch Man is one of my absolute favorites. I love it. Whether it's the manga, which is brutally well drawn, or the anime, which was also brutally well animated in season 1. And the soundtrack, boy oh boy, this one always gives you an eargasm, just like the opening. Bro, how many times have I heard this? Abnormal! An IMDb rating of 8.7 out of 10, which in my opinion is a little too low. Never mind, with 12 episodes, the first season is also quickly through. Everything is peaceful, then explosion! Per Piccolo knocks down one hero after another and devastates the whole city. On the way to comfort a crying girl forever, our bold hobby hero Saitama comes into play. Vaccine Man was created due to environmental pollution. He wants to destroy humanity, only to become a 3D puzzle after one hit. Flashback. 3 years ago, Saitama had hair when he was unemployed and meets Larry the Lobster. Not just him, but Ashin Boy too. Larry joins in, seeking revenge for a nipple prank. However, Saitama finds the hero in him and hollows the lobster. Meanwhile, he is the invincible hero he always wanted to be, only it doesn't feel right. He's too strong. He even knocks the Colossal Titan back into Ymir's realm in one punch after wrecking the city, accidentally killing his brother and unloading a Gomu Gomu no Gatling gun on Saitama. Saitama seems to have lost his emotions in exchange for strength. He feels no fear, joy or anything else. He knocks down his opponents with one punch, which the Wish Transformer also feels. But finally opponents come by, who bring up the thrill in him again. One after another is beaten until the leader himself appears. Unfortunately, this was only a dream. The real Subterranean King was a lot more boring. A mosquito plague takes Z-Tone apart. Also, Saitama has to fight hard with a mosquito. Genos is already there too. A thief is sucked out by the mosquitoes, which strengthens the leader. Next target, Genos, but he can counter with fire. The two fight, Genos loses an arm, she loses both legs. Absorb a bit more blood while Saitama joins in. The mosquitoes were destroyed by Genos' firestorm, just like Saitama's clothes. Only Queen Mosquito remains, who is now red as blood and strong. So strong that Genos doesn't stand a chance anymore. But Saitama also has a personal matter with a mosquito, so he slaps her away and takes Genos on as a disciple. He comes to Saitama's house the next day, repaired, who actually doesn't want it. Genos tells his story, which goes on far too long for Saitama. He accepts Genos as a disciple, gets further unwanted visitors whom he gets rid of directly. The two outside are also planted in the ground, and then Saitama becomes a flower as well, as Genos continues to fight another cyborg. Leomon tries to intimidate Saitama, doesn't work. Attacks don't work either, unlike Saitama's attacks. Mole tries to escape, but no chance. He's gone too, and Genos' cyborg is a gorilla who will say anything no they want to know. An amazing scientist wanted to bring mankind to its peak with artificial evolution, and after many years it worked. He gets himself young again, gets some shadow clones, and it doesn't matter, Saitama and Genos go to the House of Evolution, which prepare for the visit. Only Genos blows the whole building away and Saitama opens the cellar door. Last resort, free the Carnage Kabuto and send him after Saitama. First slap Genos against the wall, change the room and let's go. Genos tries to fry the beetle again, but fails without being able to make a scratch. But Genos gets a new hairstyle. Well, that's something. Next opponent, Saitama. He's a different caliber, so strong that he didn't even want to attack him from behind, otherwise he would have died. But how could Saitama become so strong? He did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats and a 10-kilometer running every day. No matter if it was hot or not. And of course nobody believes him. Kabuto goes into rage mode, which lasts a week, so until next Saturday. Now Saitama gets it. Shit! A complete week! So the bargain day was already today where he wanted to go. Kabuto gone, quickly to the bargain day they may still reach. Hammerhead and a few other baldies are fighting for a life where they don't have to do anything and can just be lazy as shit. I mean for social justice, of course. A skyscraper is demolished with a battlesuit. Only they got the wrong address. Saitama wants to put a stop to them now, because the whole group is bald, which Saitama doesn't like at all. But Moomin Rider is already there. Oh. Sonic wants to bring down the group and protect his boss. He beheads one after the other and dodges one stone after the other. Frontal attack, an attack from behind, and silence. Only he still lives, escapes and meets Saitama. In the meanwhile, Genos is repaired. Saitama knocks away Hammerhead's suit, he escapes, and then Sonic wants to try his luck against Saitama, who is completely overwhelmed by Saitama's strength. Saitama doesn't have to do much anyway, just dodge a kick and have a fist, which is how Saitama makes him scrambled eggs for breakfast. And that's it. Saitama is still annoyed because nobody knows him yet, although he has already killed so many strong monsters. So both want to be now registered as a hero. The hero test begins, where Saitama breaks all records. Genos got the full score in the practical as well as in the theoretical and therefore gets into the S class. Saitama unfortunately only just made it into the C class. However, past is past, and since only the two of them passed, that's something. Attending the seminar right away, not listening, which makes the teacher suspicious. Therefore tests Saitama's strength himself. Bad idea. The next day, Genos wants a practice fight with Saitama. Dodging kicks, dodging flame beams, jogging casually, dodging another flame beam, intimating a fist to convince Genos and pulverizing the hill behind him as well. After the training, they go to eat some noodles when Sugar Mask, ranked 1 of the A class, wants to talk to Genos. The next day, Genos wants to move in with Saitama and pays for it no small rent. Since Saitama is only in the C class, he must fulfill at least one task every week, which he didn't even know. Give Genos as training that he should get into the top 10 of the S class and let's do good. Without success. Last day where Saitama meets Sonic again. Catching Kunai, biting sword and scaring him a bit. Because Saitama walks non-stop through the city for the last 2 days, some residents feel unsafe, which is why Tank Top Tiger talks to Saitama and was grilled by Sonic to Medium Rare Tiger. He continues to stress so that Saitama recognizes him as a villain and fights him, which also works, only you can't talk about a fight here. 2 heroes of the A class search for a monster in Z-Town and find Tangela. Slingshot isn't very effective, Rapier does a bit more, can even make the Gin, but has to call for help from the Heroes Association, who sent all the A class or higher heroes in the area to help, since he can't make it either. Saitama comes along, who has forgotten to buy Algia, and from therefore the monster come exactly suitably. And Saitama is risen from 388th to 342nd rank because of Sonic. A huge meteor is on its way to Earth. Genos meets Bang, who are supposed to take care of the meteor. Perfect timing to try out the prototype. Another S-class Metal Knight joins, who also wants to use the meteor to test a new weapon. Missile launch? No use. Genos wants to give it a try. Bang joins, who advises him a bit. So he gives everything to destroy the meteor. Full power! But even this is useless. Genos has no more energy when Saitama comes by, jumps and splits the meteor into 1,000 small pieces, by which a total destruction was averted, but the city is still affected. With it he comes up a few spots. Genos has shot from 17 to 16 and Saitama from 349th to 5th place in the C class. Saitama makes an appearance in the city where Tank Top Tiger with his brother Tank Top Black Hole want to publicly denounce Saitama. This works out pretty well, the population jumps on it, opposed Saitama. This is the chance for the two brothers to fight against Saitama, to be beaten away and worse to cry around like the girl from episode 1. Saitama talks briefly straight with the others, and the end. The Deep Sea opposes Mankind. Saitama also belongs to Mankind. Well, 1-0 for Mankind. But they don't give up. More of them come out of the water, greeted by an A-class hero. Saitama gets that he has moved up to Toon place and the other sea monsters are panicking a bit too much, so they want to stop them. A-class did well, but lost to the boss. Nothing to worry about either, because Moomin Rider's already on his way. Another hero fight doesn't stand a chance, so here comes another S-class. Puri Puri Prisoner, thanks to which Sonic was also able to break out of prison. The Aquarius is so strong that Puri Puri even has to use his angel style. Jump and attack. but even an S-Class loses against the Aquarius. So it's up to Sonic, whereby the fish head is getting stronger and faster because of the rain. So strong that Sonic retreats for now to get his equipment. People are in a shelter, which doesn't save them. Aquarius comes in, a few heroes face him, while Saitama is already on his way with Moomin Rider. They split up briefly just as the heroes get separated in the bunker. So, good that Genos has arrived. Genos heats up the fish stick a bit, only that it isn't enough. The Gyarados on 2 legs is stronger than expected and holds a really good fight with Genos until he saved a little girl from being burned and thus left all the people and himself to die. But not so fast! Justice Crash! Moomin Rider is there, doing his best, and no matter how hard the fishman still attacks him, Moomin Rider doesn't let up. Through his speech, everyone gets hopes. In vain. Moomin is caught by Saitama, who directly gets a blow from the sushi to be with his head moving so funny. One punch later, the son of a shark is just tomorrow's fishbone, and on top of that, Saitama has punched out the rain with that. Well, Sonic was a little late. Fan mail arrives. Genos has hundreds of love letters, while Saitama has one, which also comes from a hater. Because after Saitama brought tight for the fishman, a loser immediately came to bring the mood back against him, where Saitama played along to make the other heroes look better. In addition, Saitama got a thank you letter and was promoted again, which allows him to rise to B rank, which he accepted. After that, he eats something and talks to Moomin Rider, who thanks him again. Godzilla is free again to fight Tatsumaki. He is much bigger than her, but she has been watching One Piece and has taken Fujitora's technique to heart and thus decided to fight with a meteor. Saitama and Genos are at Bang's dojo, where they are called to the headquarters for an emergency meeting. All S-rank heroes except for rank 1 Blast and rank 6 Metal Knight have come. Instead, B rank 63 Saitama is attending. An bad future was predicted. The world is in danger. And this came from one who predicted everything 100% correct. So they are to hold themselves ready for the next 6 months. But they don't have to wait this long, because the headquarters is attacked, which are attacked again by aliens, which destroy everything to dust. Only the headquarters still stands, because it consists of a particularly resistant material. Doesn't stop Saitama from taking a shortcut to the roof and going into the spaceship from there. An A-rank samurai loses an arm to an alien as he is rescued by Atomic Samurai. Other S-rank heroes, however, are down to the ground to fight him. On the roof, others want to take over the spaceship, only Saitama is already inside to clean up a bit. The aliens already know that Saitama is there and causes more than a few problems. Down below, the S-rank heroes are still fighting with the alien, who won't let it return to the spaceship, but give it constant fire to discover that there are marbles in his body, which only need to be destroyed so it can't regenerate. Saitama tricks the octopus, comes into the control center with it and meets it there, which increases the gravity extremely. Shows no effect. Stone Hail! Also no good, but against it this is quite useful. One critical hit and that's it. There are only 2 heads left at the bottom as the aliens shoot all bombs to the heroes, who are stopped and shot back by Tatsumaki. This gives them enough time to destroy another marble and Saitama meets the boss Boros. He has come to Earth because he heard about the prophecy that he will get a good fight on Earth. Saitama immediately breaks Boros' armor, which releases all of his power. Saitama vs Boros in the spaceship, where Boros loses an arm, and underneath Tatsumaki bombs the ship. Genos is warned about Metal Knight, and Atomic Samurai, Bang and Co. fight the alien. They get the last marble, and that's about it. Above, Boros continues to do his best, so now they fight outside. Boros fires a Kamehameha and catches Saitama from behind. At that, Boros is of a distant race that can regenerate super fast. Only Saitama isn't impressed at all. So Boros goes at it again, knocking Saitama around and kicking him to the moon, only for him to jump back to Earth again. Boros uses his final move, which goes down completely against Saitama's final move, because Saitama is just too strong. The spaceship falls to the ground. Sugar Mask joins in to start stressing around a bit. Metal Knight also joins in, wanting the technology for himself. Sugar Mask kills the other aliens. Saitama comes out of the ship, completely ignoring Tatsumaki. She slaps Genos against the wall and Bang settles the situation. The city is halfway rebuilt, and even after all of that, Saitama continues with fights that he finishes with just one punch. Man. Let's get to a conclusion. We have 12 very good episodes here, no average or bad episodes. What a surprise. One Punch Man, an anime which you could always watch from time to time. Short, it's a masterpiece.